Warning, STS Radio contains vulgar people, vulgar language, and vulgar ideas. If any of this offends you, kindly blow it out your ass.
Son of a bitch bastard!
Let's start this again, shall we? Jesus Christ.
You're fucking retarded!
Hey, Pickle-Licker, want to play the right intro?
One more time! Are you ready?
Oh, Bruce.
Yes.
Come out and play or podcast or whatever we're doing right now.
I was going to say, don't make it sound weird.
Too late. Yeah. Welcome, everybody, to a new episode of STS Radio. I'm Andrew Moss. With me, as always, is Bruce Gates.
Hey, how's it going?
Dude, you sound like you're just...
keep it in.
I was going to say, you sound like you're freaking exhausted, man.
Exhausted?
Yeah. You sound like you're just kind of sputtering out like a cartoon car, just like, and there's Bruce Gates with me.
Oh, I see. It was less fart-like, more like a balloon deflating.
Yeah, it's like I have
Saying it's not deflated.
Yeah, you're just like, I have no will to do this anymore.
My physical appearance would belie the fact that I sound deflated.
Don't use big words. You know I'm stupid.
That should be a standing rule in this podcast. Don't use big words.
Exactly. If you're gonna put something in writing, put it in crayon. Those are the only rules. Those are the only rules, man. That's it.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Exactly. Keep it simply stupid. Oh, man. So how you been, sir?
How the fuck you been? It's been a while.
Yeah, it has, man. I know we were supposed to record sometime last week, but I got back from work, with the fucking now 2-hour commute. And I came back. I was like, yeah, definitely we'll record this day at 6 o'clock, and everything will be cool and whatnot. I wake up to a phone call from you. I think it was like 7:30 or something like that. He's just like, is everything okay? Or are we gonna podcast? Or
I thought you were dead somewhere.
Yeah, like you thought something had happened.
Like in the side of a ditch or something.
Yeah. I'm just going there like, well, what? Podcast? I'm like, yeah, dude, we're recording at 6. Like, what are you talking about? I look up and it's like 7:30. I'm like, well, fuck me. I'm like, all right, man, give me like 5 minutes. I'll get myself out of bed. Let's do this. Because apparently I have this unique ability to like just go from like sleepy to like full throttle podcast mode in like 5 minutes. And you were like, no, dude, it's kind of late. Let's hold off until like next week. It's fine. So here I am sleeping today.
Here we are.
So here I am sleeping today, and let's see, we're recording this. What time is it? It's like 6:34 or something like that. And to be fair, we would have been on time at this at like 6 o'clock, but you and I were shooting the shit for a little bit about some stuff that eventually we'll talk about. But
yeah.
For right now, it'll go unmentioned.
Right now, it's the secret track.
Shh. It's a secret to everybody.
It's like the B side, only we didn't record it, so I guess it's the D or C side or something.
It's a demo, I guess.
Yeah.
The demo that'll be put out on like special edition white vinyl.
And there's like backwards messages, hailing state and shit.
You play this podcast backwards, all it's going to say is Bruce is dead.
Over and over and over.
Yeah. So Bruce is dead. Bruce is dead. Bruce is dead.
That amuses me way more than it should.
Joke a lot on Bruce.
And again, I have been trying to like transfer my records lately with like no success, but yeah, so that would be pretty funny though.
That would be, man. How funny would that be if somebody actually did play these podcasts backwards and all it just said was like "Hail Satan, Bruce is dead" or like.
The person would have way too much time on their hands.
Oh yeah.
So first of all, listen to it and then listen to it backwards.
We should probably put that warning in.
Just...
Dude, we should probably put that warning in the intro. Like I remember like getting Motley Crue's "Shout at the Devil" album. There was like a little note that says, "Caution: this album does contain subliminal messages."
And you know what we should do is we should actually put it in. Like I'll record myself saying Bruce is dead, and you can then digitally put it backwards and put it in the intro. That way, if someone actually listens to it backwards, they will hear it.
Yeah, just go the whole Paul
Genius.
We'll just go the whole Paul McCartney route. Like, oh no, it's a guy that won a contest that looked like him. that's who's recording for Bruce.
That would be so funny if we actually intentionally put in a subliminal message that wasn't.
Oh shit, that would be funny, man. Holy crap.
I say we do, man. I say we do. And anybody listening to this particular episode will know the story, but fuck it.
Dude, I don't think...
just makes it better. That just puts them in on the secret. Then they'll listen to every episode backwards just to see if we say anything else fun.
I don't know, man. I gotta tell you, man, I was listening to something, though. I was laughing my fucking ass off. It was an old episode of Nerdist. They were doing a panel at like a Comic-Con. What?
What is Nerdist?
Nerdist is probably one of the most popular podcasts on the planet. They basically talk about like nerdish news and whatnot, like movies, comic books, and whatnot. And it's hosted by Chris Hardwick, the guy from The Talking Dead.
Oh, okay, cool, right on.
Yeah, very very cool podcast.
I don't listen to podcasts; I just do one.
Yeah.
I don't even listen to this one, man. I just fucking record it, and that's it.
I've loaded a few episodes on my phone. Believe me, it's a long drive.
You have really?
Yeah, I've gone back, put a couple
like repeatedly.
I put like a couple past episodes on recently because the podcasts that I do listen to they come out like once or twice a week, and that's pretty much it. So there's that one shot.
Yeah.
So it's all good, but
that's cool, man.
They had CM Punk on as a guest, and
Nice.
they were talking about how funny it would be if basically like during Back to the Future, like if when Marty's like late for school and whatnot, and the principal's like, "You're a slacker. No McFly's ever amounted to anything in the history of Hill Valley." Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Like how funny would it be if Marty was just basically like if he knew about the time machine, then he just basically like looked at the principal. He's like, "Oh yeah, well fuck you. I have a time machine." He goes back in time and just fucking does a bunch of shit. That's like his solution to everything. Like, Marty, you're late for our the date with Jennifer. Fuck you. I have a time machine. Exactly. Like that would be fucking great, and just, that would be great. Just instead
now I'm early.
That would be great. Like how that would be so fucking great. Like you just like no matter what the situation is, like he just shows up. He's like, just fuck you. I have a time machine.
I mean, it's a pretty good solution. You got to admit. I mean,
it is very
that
convenient.
solves pretty much everything.
Unless
you die.
It's very convenient. I gotta admit, it's very convenient.
It is. Unless you die or the machine breaks, there's really nothing you can't fix.
Exactly.
Hell, you can even undo Doc dying.
Well, he did.
That's true. Eventually.
The first movie, he did that.
Yeah, but didn't he undo it?
Yeah, he undid it in the first movie, and he undid it in the third movie.
That's what I mean. See,
yeah,
so
he did it
died,
twice.
He undid it, then he died again, and undid it again.
like
So
Brown.
you can do anything. Even make Doc undead, and not like the zombie undead.
But dude, how funny would that be?
That would be more interesting.
I don't know, man. I would pay money to hear Christopher Lloyd say "fuck you, I have a time machine" and just go back and fix a bunch of shit. Like, Brown, we gonna string you up high noon. Oh yeah, fuck you, I have a time machine.
Dude, seriously, think about it. Like, what if the cause of the zombie apocalypse is time machines? Like, anytime you go back in time, if you resurrect somebody, that person is a zombie. Although I guess you could escape just by virtue of going to a different time period.
Yeah. I don't.
It would be like the weirdest amalgam of sci-fi movies ever.
There was some movie kind of addressed this a little bit. Was God I think it was called like The Time Traveler's Wife or something like that. I don't remember what it was called, but basically, guy builds a time machine. He's like back in like the old Victorian like English days or something like that, which fucking further just says, well, this guy's fucking crazy or something. Just adds to the believability of the whole thing. Like his wife dies, he goes back in time to try and save her, and just keeps causing like this whole like series of events every time he tries to save her. So basically, like, he gets in the time machine and he's like protected by this dome or something like that, where he won't age if he goes through time. Anything outside of the time machine, ages and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So as long as he's in like that protected sphere and whatnot, he's fine. But how great would that be? Like, even
zombies.
Like,
that's nothing like my premise. Like, it's kind of like this because there's a dome. Things don't age there. Like, is there zombies? You're like, no. I'm like, how is this similar?
I don't know, man. Like, if they brought like a time machine into The Walking Dead, like, oh my god, I would have so much fucking fun with that.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, like, how great would that be? Like, somebody finally snaps, kills Carl, says, "Fuck you, Rick, I have a time machine." And the whole episode is them, they keep going back, like, that 10-second loop, just to watch Carl die again.
Fuck you, I have a time machine.
Yeah, just, Rick, fuck you, I got a time machine.
Was it me, or was that last episode, like, really fucking boring?
I didn't pay too much attention to
it,
man.
It was a whole lot of nothing happening.
Yeah, like, I didn't pay that much attention to it, because I was like, it's kind of tough to grab my attention right now. Because I'm bouncing back and forth between that and Survivor Series. But, like, so far, like, from what I had paid attention, like, there was only, like, one bad episode. I was just like, this is fucking stupid. Like, why keep it on this for so fucking long? Was, like, the first episode where you learn that Beth is in the hospital.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that one was boring, and I actually kind of liked it. I don't know. I don't know if I'd like it going back and seeing it now, because you're right, man. They have this bad habit of just, like, going somewhere, staying there. Going somewhere, staying there. And it's like, I get it, because it's easy to film, but
yeah,
fucking A, it's boring.
Yeah, and it's,
And it's kind of getting a little, like, formulaic and predictable for me, too. Like, I even told Liz last night, I don't know if I'm going to keep tuning in, to be honest. I'm going to keep going, like, I'll keep watching for a little bit, but, I mean, there's just some things you're like, they're going to die. And it's like, fuck this.
Well, like, like with the next episode is going to be the mid-season finale, so they're going to have something huge happen there, so I'm just like, all right, let's see what it is. If they can save that, all right, I'll keep tuning in and whatnot, but...
Yeah, but it's just getting a little tiresome, dude, to be honest.
It really is, but I mean, it's still cool seeing Norman Reedus, run around fucking kicking the shit out of things.
Yeah.
He's really good at that.
Yeah, I mean, I do like Norman Reedus, but I kind of maintain that the show was not the same ever since they killed Shane. And I know that happened early on, even in the comics, but man, I would have really liked to see that dynamic keep going, especially now. And especially with Abraham around, too, because that's like 3 alpha male type characters that could all be like fucking with each other, and that would be crazy.
I don't know, man. Like, for me, I think one of the big mistakes that they did was killing off Dale.
Yeah, that was a huge mistake. But even he said that was a mistake, because, I think he did it for political reasons and then ultimately regretted it, was the gist of the story that I heard.
Yeah, like, he basically wasn't happy with the direction of the show, from what I understand. And I mean, you go back...
like, interpersonal problems, like, director...
Yeah, and I mean, I think he's right in a sense, because you go back and watch that first season, man, that first season is just fucking like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Oh, yeah, it was. And honestly, like, that's the thing about it. Like, I'm not into the whole zombie genre. I am a little bit now, just because of The Walking Dead, but I'll be the first one to tell you that I'm a bandwagoner to this fucking zombie thing, because, like, I was working at this previous job, and this dude that I worked with, John, was like, hey, have you heard of The Walking Dead? And I'm like, no, what the fuck's that? And at the time, it was only a comic. He's like, oh, well, it's this comic, and they're going to be making it a show soon on AMC. And I'm like, really? That's kind of cool. They're making a zombie TV show? He's like, yeah, it's fucking awesome. Check it out. I was like, all right, fine. I'll read the first comic. I mean, what am I going to lose? Like half an hour of my time? Whatever. Fuck it. So I went through and I read it, and I was gripped from like the second or third page. And like when he comes, like he gets out of the hospital and shit, and it's like, oh my god, this whole thing's like amazing.